Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. It's September 2nd. It's the day after the Rolex 2020 releases, and excitement about the new models has given way to something that unfortunately always follows it, and that's the reaction and the opportunism that occurs in regards to the discontinued models. All right, look, it's par for the course with Rolexes. All Rolex watches are collectible. Some are more collectible than others. When a model is released, people have mixed reactions. They're sorry they didn't get it. They're happy they did get it. They're sorry that they sold it last week. But what it is, it's the idea that when a model is discontinued, it becomes collectible or more collectible. It's always collectible, right? But it becomes more collectible, and it's sort of the point where all of the ones in the world are there. It's what I say about the pre-ceramics. I mean, all the 16710s that are out there, and all the Hulks that are out there are out there. And so you can start to get a better idea of value. Things become a little bit more organic, but not right off the bat. And that's what this video is about. All right, so a couple things happen. Some opportunism from dealers and some really cringy fist-pumping victory laps from the people that have these watches, all right? And they work off each other. And what really happens is, people experience FOMO, the fear of missing out. They want to rush out and get these discontinued watches. They think that, up it's going to go, and that watch is going to be what you buy your vacation home for in 10 years. And the dealers have no problem going with that. And they sort of work off each other. It's sort of a horological circle jerk. And we're going to look at a fantastic microcosm of that today. All right. Now, the 116619LB, that's the all gold, blue dialed, blue bezeled Smurf, as it was called, Submariner, was discontinued. Now, before the announcement, I got a screen grab of all of the Smurfs for sale in Japan. And here it is. Again, this is before anybody knew that the Smurf was going to be discontinued. All right, you've got number one, number two, that's selling for below retail. Those are pre-owned pieces. Number three is a new piece, brand new piece, and that's selling for around retail, maybe a little above or a little below, okay? Number four is a bit of an exception because it's got diamonds in the indices. So I don't know if that's factory or aftermarket. Let's just pretend that it's a regular Smurf, okay? And then number five is the most expensive, and I don't know if that's new or if it's used. It had box papers, but it's the most expensive. All right, so 12 hours later, I revisited the site. Now, this is after everybody knows that the Smurf is gone. What's changed? Okay, number one is still there. Number two is gone. You guys remember number two? Take a look at it. It was about 5,000 below retail, and I can see, look in the blue writing there, it's 32,000 yen off. So that makes it about the same price as number one. And somebody decided to buy it. All right, number three is still there, same price. Number four is still there, same price. Number five, check it out, it's still there, but it has increased in price by over 6,000. Wow, that watch overnight has increased in value 6,000 USD. Is there something kind of suspect about that statement? Probably. You'd probably say, no, the dealer just tacked on a higher price. That's what happened. All right, so let's think about what's happening in this microcosm, because it's what's happening all over the world. Okay, it's just a smaller example. And what you have here is the customer that came in and they bought the Smurf. Okay, they bought number two. And that probably is not because they realized coincidentally overnight that, hey, I love the Smurf. Okay, there's probably some maybe fear of missing out going on, or some opportunism, or the thoughts that this is going to become collectible. I'm going to make some money on this in the future. All right, maybe they just love the watch, but quite a coincidence, okay? Now, also in our microcosm is number 5, and that's the dealer trying to make a buck. Now, he knows that people, like the people who bought, or person who bought number 2, exist, and they're going to be looking for this discontinued watch, and he is going to up it so he can make a buck off the people that that sheepishly go in and think, I got to get it while I can, or even worse and more naively, I better get it now because it's only going up, all right? Got to be careful. We'll talk about that in a second. We'll look to some examples in the past. But there you have it. Look, I don't think you would say that this particular watch increased by over 5,000 overnight. You would just say that the guy tacked on a higher price. Value is not just what somebody thinks it's worth, but is what somebody is willing to pay, okay? And it's something that I see going on a lot. People, number one, they think that the Hulk, for example, is just headed up, okay? It's just headed up, and let me tell you right now, the Hulk right now is more expensive than it ever will be. Caveat I'm going to talk about in a minute, but right now it has hit its pinnacle. It is talked about. It's in the public eye. The people that have it are shoving it in your face and talking about how clever they are and how you should have gotten it. I told you should have gotten it, all that. And then you've got the dealers that love that and are pricing according to the people that believe that and think that it's going to go up in price, or think that, I got to get it now or I'll never get one. Okay. And it's basically a price fix. Okay. It's a public price fix. Now, if we have a meeting behind closed doors and we say, hey, let's, sell our pre-ceramic subs and just like tack on 5,000. Okay. That's illegal. But when this happens out in the open and people say, new classic, it's going up. Well, the dealers follow suit. They can always lower their prices later, but they know there are going to be some suckers coming out with their money, with their checkbooks, with their wallets, with their wads of cash, and they're going to up the prices so they can make a buck. And again, those prices can always come down in the future, and they know that. But why not be opportunistic and scalp these sheep, which is what they do? And that's what we have right now. And you can see it in this little example with the bluesies. Now, here's the caveat. Will the Hulk, for example, ever, achieve 30,000 USD? Possibly, but it's probably not going to be the Hulk on your wrist that you've been wearing for a year. It's not going to be probably your Hulk that doesn't have box or papers. It's going to be the Safe Queen, the stickered piece, the box and papers, mint, never been used piece that sat in a safe for 20 years. Okay, so it's going to take 20 years. Let's think about an example from the past, the 116710LN, the black dialed, black bezeled GMT Master 2 with the oyster bracelet. That was selling for 8,000 USD. What happened? It was discontinued. It was selling for 16, okay, 15. When I say selling, it was priced at that. Did people buy it at that? Yeah, people bought it at that. Suckers bought it at that, okay? What is it selling for now? Less. It's come down. It's selling for about 12 now. And 12 is all right, because if you look at the pre-ceramics, probably the average price is around 12. The pre-ceramics, the price rises are more organic, okay? There's a lot less, like this bluesy, bam, shoot up by 6,000 overnight. That's bubble stuff, right? That's bubble territory. And so now the all black GMT is selling for about 12, and that's kind of in line with what the pre-ceramic GMTs are selling for. So henceforth, going forward, the all black is, when it goes up, it's going to be more of an organic thing. And that's going to happen with the Hulk. If you want a Hulk, don't buy one now. Wait a year. Prices are gonna go down. Okay. Will prices go as low as they were before? I don't know, but they might, because dealers are sitting on a lot of these watches, and this is the time for that watch to shine. It's in the public eye. I mean, look, how many people are talking about the all black? How many people are talking about the Oyster BLNR? It's a popular watch. I mean, it's a desirable watch, but it's old news. And in a year, people aren't going to be talking about the Hulk. They're going to be talking about the ceramic Kermit or the different releases. So this is the pinnacle, all right? It doesn't get any better when it comes to selling a Kermit as a dealer than now, all right? And it doesn't get any worse as a customer. So if you want to Hulk, wait, okay? Wait for the sheep to get their fill, and once the dealers start seeing a lag, they're gonna decrease prices just like the all black and just like the BLNR. And that's when you want to pick one up. And as far as your Hulk, you know, reaching 30,000 or whatever, stick it in the safe. I mean, that's the only way it's going to happen, and it's going to be there, well, 10, 20 years, all right? Because after it dips down, that's when things are going to start to get more organic, okay? Because there's a lot of hoarding, and there's a lot of price fixing with the dealers right now, and a lot of people trying to make a buck. You know what's going on. Okay, anyway, so I just wanted to make that video because, you know, when somebody says that, you know, henceforth we're going to see a price rise, it just doesn't reflect history. It doesn't reflect what's going on. And I don't want anybody to think that right now is the time to buy a Hulk, okay? And, oh, just one other thing before I leave you. I checked right before I made this video, and look, number 3 is gone. Now, number 3, that's interesting because it's a brand new piece, but it's not that much above retail. So that's a good buy. Now, the person who bought this, if they're smart, if they want to use this as an investment, will probably put it in the safe, and 10, 20 years from now, they'll be able to make some money. Now, that's a long time to hold on to your watch, and it's assuming a lot. It's assuming that in 20 years, these watches are going to be as popular, that it's going to have the same kind of fan base and people that are as crazy about these watches as they are today. And it also assumes that people are going to be able to afford it then, and the people that can't afford it will want it. So there's a lot of risk there. You're probably a lot better off taking that $40,000 and putting it in shares. Let me know what you think. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.